She was Hollywood's brightest star, the blonde bombshell adored by millions, yet hiding a secret so shocking it could destroy her entire career. Jean Harlow, the blonde bombshell, had it all: fame, fortune, and a dark secret. What was it? The truth lies behind her nasty bad smell that rocked Hollywood. Introduction to Jean Harlow's stardom. Born Harley Ann Carpenter on March 3, 1911, in Kansas City, Missouri, Jean Harlow became a Hollywood legend. Her journey to stardom began in 1928 when she moved to Los Angeles with her mother. Initially, acting wasn't her focus. She enrolled in Hollywood High School and later attended the Hollywood School for Girls. But fate had other plans. In 1929, at just 18, Harley Ann drove a friend to Fox Studios for an audition. There, she was spotted by studio executives who persuaded her to take a screen test. Her unique beauty and charisma were undeniable. She signed a 5-year contract with Hal Roach Studios, earning $100 a week, a significant amount at the time. Harlow's breakthrough came in 1930 with Howard Hughes's Hell's Angels. She replaced Norwegian actress Greta Nissen, whose thick accent was unsuitable for the newly developed sound film. Hell's Angels premiered on May 27, 1930, and Jean's platinum blonde hair and seductive charm made her an overnight sensation. The film grossed over $2.5 million, a massive success during the Great Depression. After Hell's Angels, Jean Harlow's career skyrocketed. In 1931, she starred in 6 films, including The Public Enemy, alongside James Cagney. Her role as a gangster's moll showcased her talent, earning critical acclaim. The film was a box office hit, further solidifying her status in Hollywood. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, MGM, took notice and signed her in 1932. Under MGM, she starred in Red-Headed Woman and Red Dust, cementing her status as a leading actress. Red-Headed Woman, released in June 1932, was a major success, known for its risque content. Her portrayal of a seductive woman who climbs the social ladder through relationships was both controversial and celebrated. Jean's allure was not just in her acting. Her off-screen persona captivated the public. Known for her platinum blonde hair, she popularized the blonde bombshell image, inspiring countless imitations. Her beauty routine, particularly the use of peroxide, was widely discussed, contributing to her iconic status. Despite her rising fame, she faced personal struggles. Her marriage to producer Paul Byrne in 1932 was marred by tragedy. Byrne was found dead just 2 months after their wedding, leading to widespread speculation and scandal. Officially ruled a suicide, rumors persisted about the true nature of his death, adding a layer of mystery to her life. The Golden Age of Hollywood and its glamour. The 1930s, known as the Golden Age of Hollywood, were marked by elegance and sophistication. Hollywood became a dream factory, producing stars whose lives seemed perfect. Movie studios controlled the images of their actors meticulously, crafting personas that captivated audiences. Amidst this glamorous backdrop, Jean Harlow stood out as one of the brightest stars. Hollywood's power was concentrated in a few major studios: Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, MGM, Warner Brothers, Paramount, RKO, and 20th Century Fox. These studios operated on a star system, signing actors to exclusive contracts. MGM, known for its lavish productions, became Harlow's professional home, where she worked alongside legends like Clark Gable, Spencer Tracy, and Joan Crawford. Jean's platinum blonde hair, sultry voice, and magnetic screen presence made her a favorite among directors and audiences. Films like Dinner at 8, 1933, and Bombshell, 1933, showcased her comedic talents and solidified her status as a leading actress. Her on-screen chemistry with Clark Gable, particularly in films like Red Dust, 1932, and China Seas, 1935, became iconic, drawing millions to theaters. Behind the scenes, the lives of Hollywood stars were often far from glamorous. The studios exerted strict control over their stars, dictating their public appearances, relationships, and even personal habits. For Jean, this meant maintaining her public image as the carefree, seductive, blonde bombshell, despite personal hardships. The glamour of Hollywood was carefully curated. Stars attended lavish parties, premieres, and award shows, always dressed in the latest fashions from designers like Adrian and Edith Head. Jean Harlow was no exception. She frequently appeared in stunning gowns and perfectly coiffed hair, reinforcing her image as a symbol of beauty and sophistication. The era was also one of significant technological advancements in film. The transition from silent films to talkies in the late 1920s changed the industry forever. Jean's career benefited from this shift, as her voice and presence were perfectly suited to the new format. Sound technology improved, allowing for more complex and engaging storytelling, and Harlow's films were at the forefront of this evolution. Early rumors and gossip. In the midst of Hollywood's glittering facade, rumors and gossip circulated just as freely as the films themselves. Jean Harlow, despite her fame and beauty, was not immune to the whispers that spread through the studio lots and the press. Early in her career, murmurs about a peculiar issue began to surface, a persistent bad smell that followed her. Gossip in Hollywood was often fueled by rivalries, jealousies, and the intense competition among stars. For Jean, the rumors likely started as idle chatter among the studio staff and fellow actors. On film sets, where people worked in close quarters for long hours, any unusual trait could quickly become a topic of conversation. Despite the controlled image the studios presented to the public, behind the scenes, stars were scrutinized by everyone from makeup artists to directors. The first hints of Jean Harlow's alleged odor problem appeared in casual comments from co-workers. Makeup artist Sylvia Sanel once mentioned in a private conversation that Harlow had a distinct smell, which she attributed to her health issues. Such comments, though rarely publicized, were common in the tight-knit Hollywood community. These whispers grew louder as more people claimed to notice the same issue. Some co-stars privately remarked on it, often citing it as a minor inconvenience during close-up scenes. For instance, Clark Gable, a frequent collaborator, was rumored to have mentioned it to a close friend, though he never spoke about it publicly. These accounts, while not officially documented, spread through Hollywood's grapevine, adding to Harlow's mystique. The rumors gained traction partly due to Jean's known health issues. She had long suffered from poor health, including kidney problems, which were not widely known to the public. In an era where medical knowledge about the causes of body odor was limited, such conditions often went misunderstood. Kidney issues in particular can lead to a condition known as uremic odor, where the body releases a distinct, unpleasant smell. Despite the growing rumors, Jean Harlow maintained her professionalism and charm on set. She continued to deliver memorable performances, and her popularity with audiences never waned. The studios, aware of the gossip, took steps to manage her public image. They increased her press coverage, emphasizing her beauty and talent, and kept a tight lid on any negative stories. In the 1930s, the tabloid press was less invasive than it is today, but it still played a role in shaping public perception. Publications like Photoplay and Motion Picture often published glowing profiles of stars, carefully crafted by studio publicists. Jean's team worked tirelessly to ensure her image remained untarnished by the rumors. This effort included orchestrating positive stories, arranging public appearances, and leveraging her personal charm to deflect any negative attention. Jean Harlow's personal life and health issues. Jean's early years were marked by a series of health problems. As a child, she suffered from scarlet fever and meningitis, which left her with lasting effects. Despite these early setbacks, she moved to Hollywood in her late teens and quickly became a star. However, her health issues persisted into adulthood, often exacerbated by the grueling demands of her career. One of the most significant health challenges she faced was kidney disease. This condition, known medically as nephritis, affected her kidneys' ability to filter waste from her blood. This led to a buildup of toxins in her body, which can cause uremic odor, a distinct, unpleasant smell. In the 1930s, medical understanding of kidney disease was limited, and treatments were rudimentary at best. Despite her health issues, Jean maintained a rigorous work schedule. She starred in numerous films, attended countless public events, and maintained her status as a leading Hollywood actress. Her marriage to MGM executive Paul Byrne in 1932 brought some stability to her personal life, but it was short-lived. Byrne was found dead just 2 months after their wedding, a tragedy that deeply affected Jean and added to her emotional and physical stress. The circumstances surrounding Byrne's death were mysterious and fueled intense speculation. Officially ruled a suicide, many believed there was more to the story. Some rumors suggested foul play, while others pointed to Byrne's own health and psychological issues. Jean, already dealing with her own health problems, found herself at the center of a media frenzy. The studios worked hard to protect her image, but the stress of the situation took its toll. In addition to her kidney disease, Jean also suffered from influenza and other recurring illnesses. These health problems often required hospitalization and extended periods of rest, which conflicted with the demands of her career. Despite these setbacks, she continued to work, driven by a strong work ethic and a desire to maintain her star status. The combination of her health issues and the pressures of her career created a perfect storm. Jean's doctors were aware of her kidney problems, but the treatments available at the time were limited and often ineffective. She was advised to rest and reduce her workload, but the financial and contractual obligations of her career made this difficult. Jean Harlow's health problems were a well-kept secret from the public. The studios and her management team went to great lengths to maintain her glamorous image, ensuring that her fans saw only the radiant star on the screen. However, those who worked closely with her were aware of her struggles. Makeup artists, customers, and close friends witnessed her frequent bouts of illness and the measures she took to manage her symptoms. The science behind body odor and health conditions. The rumors about Jean Harlow's smell, while sensationalized in Hollywood gossip, have roots in medical science. Understanding the link between her health conditions and the alleged odor requires delving into the science of body odor and its causes. Body odor is primarily caused by bacteria on the skin breaking down sweat into acids. The apocrine glands, located in areas like the armpits and groin, produce sweat that is rich in proteins, which bacteria feed on, producing body odor. Most people can manage this with regular hygiene practices, but certain health conditions can exacerbate the issue. Jean Harlow suffered from chronic kidney disease, specifically nephritis, and inflammation of the kidneys. Kidneys filter waste from the blood, and when they malfunction, toxins like urea build up in the body. This can lead to uremic odor, a distinctive smell often described as resembling ammonia or urine. In the 1930s, nephritis was a serious condition with limited treatment options. The buildup of urea and other waste products in the body could lead to a variety of symptoms, including severe fatigue, swelling, and changes in skin color. More importantly, it could cause the body to emit a strong, unpleasant odor, especially noticeable during physical exertion or stress. Medical understanding of nephritis and its symptoms was still developing during Harlow's time. Treatments were largely supportive rather than curative, focusing on managing symptoms rather than addressing the underlying disease. This often included dietary restrictions, rest, and in some cases, early forms of dialysis. However, these treatments were not always effective, especially in severe cases. Jean's condition would have been managed by the best medical professionals available, but the limitations of the time meant she still suffered significant symptoms. The persistent uremic odor, a byproduct of her kidney disease, was something she likely struggled to control. Personal hygiene and perfumes could only do so much to mask such a strong and medically rooted scent. Further complicating matters, the stress and physical demands of her acting career would have exacerbated her condition. Long hours on set, under hot studio lights, combined with the stress of maintaining her public image, would have increased her body's production of sweat and urea. This would make the odor more noticeable to those in close proximity, such as co-stars, makeup artists, and costume designers. Despite these challenges, Jean Harlow remained dedicated to her career. Her ability to perform under such conditions speaks volumes about her professionalism and resilience. Eyewitness accounts and first-hand experiences. The persistent rumors about Jean Harlow's distinctive smell were bolstered by eyewitness accounts and first-hand experiences from those who worked closely with her. These stories, shared quietly within Hollywood circles, contributed to the myth and mystery surrounding her personal life. One of the earliest mentions came from Sylvia Sanelli, a well-known makeup artist who worked on several of Harlow's films. In private conversations, Sanel recounted how she noticed a peculiar odor during close-up scenes. It wasn't overpowering, but it was distinct, she mentioned to a colleague. These comments, though never publicized, circulated among Hollywood insiders, adding to the whispers about Harlow's condition. Clark Gable, one of Jean's frequent co-stars, was also rumored to have noticed the smell. Although Gable never spoke publicly about it, his close friends recounted his remarks. During the filming of Red Dust in 1932, Gable reportedly confided in a friend about the issue, expressing sympathy for Harlow's health problems. These personal anecdotes, while not officially documented, fueled the speculation. Another significant account came from assistant director Charles Belden, who worked with Harlow on Dinner at 8. Belden later shared his experiences with a close circle of friends, describing how he often noticed the odor during long shoots. He attributed it to the grueling schedules and intense physical demands placed on actors, particularly those with underlying health conditions like Harlow. These personal stories paint a picture of a woman who, despite her glamorous public persona, struggled with significant health challenges. The anecdotes from colleagues and crew members offer a glimpse into the realities of working with Jean Harlow and the impact her health had on her daily life. It's important to understand that these accounts were shared within a context of respect and admiration for Harlow. Despite the rumors, those who worked with her often spoke highly of her professionalism, dedication, and resilience. For example, Myrna Loy, a co-star in Libeled Lady, once praised Harlow's work ethic, saying, "Jean was always the consummate professional. She never let anything interfere with her performance." The studios were aware of the rumors and took steps to manage them. MGM, in particular, orchestrated a strict regime to maintain Jean's public image. This included regular press releases highlighting her beauty and charm, as well as carefully staged public appearances to reinforce her glamorous persona. The goal was to ensure that the public saw only the blonde bombshell and not the person grappling with serious health issues. Behind the scenes, Jean Harlow took measures to mitigate the effects of her condition. She was known to use heavy perfumes and frequent bathing to manage the odor, though these efforts could only do so much. Her close friends and family were supportive, often helping her cope with the challenges posed by her health. Hollywood's reaction and damage control. Hollywood's reaction to the rumors surrounding Jean Harlow was swift and calculated. Studios during the Golden Age were adept at managing the public images of their stars, and MGM was no exception. They implemented a series of strategies to ensure that Jean's career remained unaffected by the whispers about her health and alleged odor. MGM's public relations team, led by Howard Strickling, orchestrated a comprehensive campaign to protect Harlow's image. Strickling was known for his skill in handling scandals and controlling narratives. Under his direction, the studio took several steps to counteract any potential damage from the rumors. Firstly, MGM intensified Harlow's media presence. She was featured in numerous magazine articles, interviews, and public appearances, all highlighting her beauty, talent, and charm. These pieces often included staged photo shoots and carefully crafted stories that reinforced her glamorous persona. The goal was to keep the public focused on her screen performances and personal allure, diverting attention from any negative gossip. In addition to media saturation, MGM leveraged the power of Hollywood's social scene. Jean was frequently seen at high-profile events, surrounded by other stars and influential figures. These appearances were meticulously planned to ensure she was always in the best light, both literally and figuratively. The studio also encouraged friendships and relationships with other high-profile celebrities to bolster her image through association. Jean's personal life was also managed to minimize any negative impact. After the death of Paul Byrne, MGM swiftly moved to control the narrative. The official story was that Byrne had taken his own life due to personal troubles unrelated to Harlow. The studio's crisis management team worked overtime to ensure that this version of events was the one reported by the press. Private detectives were even employed to investigate and suppress any alternative theories that might damage Jean's reputation. The untimely death of Jean Harlow. Jean Harlow's life, marked by immense talent and undeniable beauty, came to a tragic and premature end. Her untimely death at the age of 26 not only shocked the world, but also brought to light the severe health issues she had been battling in silence. In the spring of 1937, while filming Saratoga, Jean's health began to decline rapidly. On May 29th, she collapsed on set, complaining of severe fatigue, nausea, and abdominal pain. Initially, it was believed she was suffering from the flu or a minor infection. However, her condition quickly worsened, prompting the studio to bring in Dr. Leland Chapman, a renowned physician, to oversee her care. Dr. Chapman diagnosed Jean with uremic poisoning, a result of acute kidney failure. This diagnosis explained the persistent rumors about her body odor, as uremic poisoning causes the body to emit a distinct, unpleasant smell due to the buildup of toxins. Despite the severity of her condition, treatment options were limited. Dialysis, a common treatment for kidney failure today, was in its infancy and not widely available. Jean was hospitalized at Good Samaritan Hospital in Los Angeles. Over the next few days, her condition deteriorated further. She experienced severe bloating, high blood pressure, and uremic breath, all symptoms of her failing kidneys. Despite the best efforts of her medical team, her body was unable to cope with the toxic overload. On June 6, 1937, Jean slipped into a coma. Her mother, Jean Bello, and fiancé, actor William Powell, were by her side. The news of her critical condition spread quickly, and fans across the country were heartbroken. The next morning, on June 7th, Jean Harlow passed away. The official cause of death was listed as cerebral edema, a complication of kidney failure. The announcement of Jean's death sent shockwaves through Hollywood and the world. She had been one of the brightest stars of her era, and her sudden passing left a void in the film industry.